Hello, I'm John Waters, and I'm supposed to announce there is no smoking in this theater, which I think is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of in my life. How can anyone sit through a length of a film, and especially a European film, and not have a cigarette? But don't you wish you had one right now? And I'm telling you that smoke anyway. It gives ushers jobs, and if people didn't smoke, there would be no employment for the youth of today. So once again, no smoking in this theater.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
Hello there, everybody. Good evening. Happy Thursday night to you all, wherever you may be. Some of you are watching Friday morning. It is Friday, April 5th for some of you. Some of you, it's still the 4th. So whatever day you're watching, whatever time you're watching, good evening. You know who I am. It's a Hitchcock reference. Already a super chat right off the bat. Ding, ding, ding. $2. Josh Mansfield says, yes, I know it's WrestleMania, but Tales of the Empire, yes. As a Disney person, as a quasi-Star Wars person, we are all happy about that announcement today. So thank you, Josh. If you're going to Ola Jeffrey me, spell my name right. R-E-Y. I'm going to send my mom after you. Did that on purpose. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in tonight. It is going to be probably a long stream. JJ, good to see you. I hope the stream with Walter went well tonight. I will be checking that out on demand once I catch a few Z's. Get myself ready for tomorrow. And yes, WrestleMania, this is our life, or however the hell it says. And JJ, we will get to your next comment at the end of the show. I have it starred, and we are ready to go. $5 super chat or super no comment from Eddie Burton. Thank you, Eddie. Much appreciated. And my mom, I love Michelle. I love Michelle to pieces. My mom will whoop her ass. Especially when you spell my name wrong. My mom will whoop everybody's ass. You spell my name wrong. I guarantee it. And what is she going to do to Rocky on Sunday? Just wait until I tell you. All right. Now, as the graphic said before we got this party underway here, talk about Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania. So this might be a little long. And it's just me. So because everybody else had the opportunity one day or another this week on some other platform or another to give their predictions, but I am a busy man with a busy schedule, so I had to carve out my own time, by God. So let's talk about NXT Stand and Deliver. Of course, we will be live with our coverage of the biggest NXT event of the year, the biggest Stand and Deliver ever, and that'll be coming up, of course, on Saturday, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. I believe we're going live at 8/11 Eastern. I'll have to, again, confirm that with JJ. I do apologize, Jay. I keep forgetting what we agreed on. But either way, we will be live with our coverage of NXT. So be there, and we will definitely get to this match, Mr. Mansfield. I guarantee it. Mr. Cleaver. Sorry, Mr. Andrew. God damn, I'm tired. Honestly, at the end of the day, I just got back from Korean barbecue with my pops and my boy for his birthday, so we'll get there. We need to get mama. You know what? Dad's down for it. My mom's not down. Just not. And yes, please share the super chat, everybody. It is already April, which means the super chat thing has been reset. So please spread that love around to all the channels that are monetized tonight. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get down to the business at hand. 6-woman tag team action. So Stoked for this. This is one of the payoffs that I'm gonna throw this banner up just because we're gonna be in Philadelphia. Hell, I don't give a shit. Gonna be in Philly, so we'll talk about we'll have the ECW banner in the background. So yes, I would agree with that from Mr. Mansfield. Now, David, we'll get to your question here momentarily toward the end, very likely. So Thea Hale back on the side of the light, even though the dark side has bitter cookies. I mean, she's teaming with Fallon Henley and Kelani Jordan, so there's some pretty good cookies, I think, right there. Against JC Jane, Kiana James, and Izzy Dame. So I've been really torn about this from the minute I knew it was going to be a thing. If it was going to be just Thea versus JC, I think my opinion would be different. I honestly do. Because it has been made a 6-woman tag team match, unfortunately for Mr. Williams sitting at home, I believe this has been set up to bring Thea back to the dark side. This has all been a ruse. Because I, for one, see money in a program with Thea versus Fallon Henley. I want that to be a one-on-one match. I want that to be a thing. I love them both. So my opinion is Thea has lured Fallon and Kehlani, since we're talking about Star Wars, it's a trap. And the bad girls will win thanks to Thea's shenanigans. And I miss bad girl Thea too, although I do prefer Chase U Thea. Kehlani is definitely a superstar in the making. No doubt about that. So my official prediction, Noah, if you're watching, or I'll get you the picks later, is the heels, the bad girls win this match for reasons I stated. And thank you to the 50 of you watching. My goodness, all the YouTube channels are being watched. My X feed is blowing up. You love to see that. All right. The NXT Tag Team Championships will be decided between the champions, Braun Breaker and future champion, Kehlani, definitely. Sorry, JJ, gotta do it, man. Gotta do it. Gotta go with my gut. And Arlene agrees with me, and she also apologizes. So there you go. NXT Tag Team Championships, Braun Breaker, the SmackDown branded Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin against Axiom and the Heritage Cup champion of the moment, Nathan Frazier. And I'll go back to the comment I put up here. David Bent said, I know Braun is a part of Stand Deliver, but is he in the Andre the Memorial Battle Royal? If so, that's my pick. I believe he is part of the Battle Royal, and I wouldn't be surprised if he is indeed the winner. Mansfield, can we not tie up my timeline on my chat for picking out Noah's torture? Save that for the weekend. Or DM the lady. Goodness gracious, Josh, you're killing me. I appreciate the $2, but damn, boy. So my opinion is much as the consensus of the room. Heritage comes with the no quarter. That's true. It is the no quarter catch crew. I take that back. I apologize. Thank you for reminding me of that. I forgot that they had won that. So that's my bad. And shout out to Charlie Dempsey. He was on the Bloodsport card tonight. Whooped that ass, as a matter of fact. So good for Charlie. My pick is with the room. And that is that we will have new NXT Tag Team Champions. Much though I enjoy the reinvigoration of Baron Corbin. Jeez, I'll get it out. Baron Corbin's career in NXT. I think they need to separate that team in order to give Braun Breaker the proper rub. So, and the best way to do that is to get the belts off of them. So that is why I feel we will have new NXT Tag Team Champions coming up on Saturday. I am getting that answer for you who asked that question just now, so please bear with me because I did produce the watch along, but I completely forgot the results already because I've been focused on my son and his birthday, so forgive me. He defeated Matt Mikowski, actually, by submission. He tapped him out. Charlie Dempsey for pronouns, pal. And allegedly, Nick Khan was there. Allegedly, the Machine Guns were there, too. So pretty cool that we're seeing the free agents roaming around, if that's the case. So, yes, new tag team champions in NXT. And the heels win the female six-person match, six-woman match. All right, now here's where we're getting some shit. Because we've got, all right, Obafemi defending the NXT North American Championship against both Josh Briggs and Dijak. And by the way, shout out to my buddy, I always forget his freaking name. All Hail King Phenomenal on Instagram. I apologize for misremembering your real name, brother. He was at WWE The World today, and got a picture with quite a few people. Maxine Dupree was one of them. I saw your picture with Dijak. Dijak's a big son bitch. He's a big mucker footer. Very tall. If they bring Corbin back up, I feel like he's destined to be the jobber for Breaker. And then what's he going to do? Right? He's back where he was. And Natalia was also allegedly at the Stardom show. So there is that. Everybody that's putting the wishes in there, I will get to them. I promise. I will put them up there when we get there. Now, here's my issue with this. It had nothing to do with the match. I'm just going to do a minor rant, a minor bitch. I mean, $2 super chat, and that is a very valid point. Allegedly, apparently, Julia was also at WWE World this weekend. So again, lots of stars making moves, folks, as we get into WrestleMania. Now, this match. Not the match itself. It's Obafemi. So I have not been able to watch NXT until this week. It's been a few weeks since right after he became champion, actually. My issue is if you're a Moose fan, you've seen this bit. And that's not a knock on Obafemi. That's not a knock on his in-ring ability and his aura. He's just using Moose's gimmick. Right down to the theme. You know, the bouncing, the beat of the drums and the chant of the name, it's Moose. And it's like, can we be original? Can we do something different with this guy? The dude's got a look and he's got star power all over him, but he's a Moose copycat. And that bothers me as a Moose fan. I trusted the system, and like Obafemi, regardless of how talented he is, regardless of how awesome the dude can be, he's coming off as a copycat. But because he's a copycat of a TNA guy, nobody says anything. TNA. No. Acknowledge TNA. You know? Just saying. And again, guys, please spread the Super Chat love around. There are 3 channels getting this feed that are monetized. Working on a 4th one. So spread it around, guys, please. Pretty please. Last time I'm saying that, by the way, because I don't like being a repetitious or redundant. So please get it out there, folks. Thank you. As far as a prediction for this match, again, I'm going to go with the room. Dijak is overdue to be a champion in NXT. Had the unfortunate lack of rub from being part of Retribution, and that guy is overdue. I like Briggs, I do, but I feel like Dijak is just slated for greatness. This guy has a look, he has a presence, he's got the hunger more than anything, because this guy has been around in WWE for long enough where it's like, you know what? Nah. This guy needs to walk out of Philadelphia, the new North American champion. And if he doesn't, I am going to want a very valid point made in the ring as to why he's not. So that's my official pick, is Dijak is your new North American champion. All right, the ladies of NXT. Lyra Valkyria taking on Roxanne. Before we move on to that, yeah, I agree. Briggs is not there yet. Heatwave is a possibility. I think even Battlegrounds too soon. And to be fair, we don't know what Battlegrounds going to be. They can't make up their mind what that show is going to be. So allegedly, if you believe the rumor innuendo. So anyway, This one, I think, is going to be one of those, it's time to hit the reset button. Roxanne had to vacate the championship. I don't know if her thing was storyline, if it was real. I honestly don't remember what the truth of it was, but for whatever reason, they forced her to relinquish the championship. So she never actually lost the title in the ring, which sucks. So I feel like we're going to get a Control-Alt-Delete with Roxanne Perez, but this time we get her as Bad Roxy, and I love that because I'm okay with, the sweet, lovely Roxanne Perez, but I miss our champions having the darkness a little bit, and Roxanne definitely needs it. $2 super chat again from Josh says these two are the future of WWE's Women's division. They are without a doubt. Both of them are. I'll tell you this right now. Roxanne having Booker T as a trainer, never a bad thing. Lyra and her pedigree, again, never a bad thing either. So, well, okay, that was the story. I just don't understand why we had. I don't know if there was an injury involved or whatever it was either. So, Daniel says Roxanne will be champion until the 25 Rumble. Hey, I'm okay with that. 9-month reign as champion. Give me that. Take my money. So, yeah, again, officially, I'm picking Roxy to regain her championship that she never lost. And on this one, I love the match. I love the participants, but I love the placement of the match the most because it's not the main event. And usually I'm all about the championship being the last match of the night, but our main event we're going to get is just too good to not be the main event. So let me give Tony and Ilya their flowers here momentarily, and then we'll get into some shit. I am telling everybody here and now that I have had the family and Tony specifically grow on me. I did not like the gimmick at first. I, like JJ, thought it was just a freaking 2022, 3, 4 version of the FBI. And I was like, nah, I'm kind of over that. I do see the chat about the kickoff match. Bear with me, guys. So I was like, yeah, no, not buying it. No love for this whatsoever. Don't want it. Don't want any part of it. But thanks for coming, Tony. Appreciate you. And I was wrong. Like, I dig the character, and Josh is going to disagree with me. I'll throw the super chat up. It's just, I disagree, Josh. Sorry. I appreciate the donation. I appreciate the super chat, but I disagree with you 100%. I love the character. Going back to the championship match real quick with Roxy and Lyra. Arlene with the $5. Thank you, Arlene. Says Roxy needs to work on her mic skills as a heel, in my opinion, if she wants to be believable. That I agree with. 100%. You're good, girl. It's okay. No worries. And to JJ's point, they're in Philly. Why not make a crap? Stupid thing kicked up on me. Maybe an FBI appearance. Who knows? They're down the street. Why not? So, and I feel like as a result of them being so, here's where I'm going with that. I love the character. I just don't know if the family, if the mafia, whatever you want to call it, works on the main roster. I feel like it's more of a niche thing. So I think that they will remain in NXT, which leads me to believe that the Don will win the championship and then Ilya will go up to the main roster at some point this year. So I know I'm picking new champions across the board. What can I say? I feel like NXT is due for a reboot. So let's go ahead and do that. So the winner and new champion is the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo. Now there is a kickoff match. I don't have a graphic for it. There you go. JJ, who likes the family, is saying they're not main roster materials. There you go. So I apparently missed. I don't have a graphic for it. The kickoff match between Shawn Spears and Joe Gacy. I feel like Joe is just been beat to shit so much, and he's got nothing left to lose. His tag teams back as their true identities. and they're in TNA. Ava is now the general manager of SmackDown. So it's like, what do you do with this guy? Do you just have him be cannon fodder? Do you just have him be that guy? Or do you have him pick up the win of a lifetime here against the return of the former Ty Dillinger, of course, now Sean Spears? How do you reconcile this? For me, I really feel like, God, I want Joe to win. I actually, again, Joe's another one of those characters that I'm actually pretty sold on, if I'm being honest. So I would love it if he would get an opportunity to be able to shine. And thank you, JJ, for this. This isn't my edit. I will get the edit done before Saturday, but I'll go ahead and throw it out there because this is the generic, if you will, .com graphic. So what that one? Disc. Thank you. For me, I feel like as much as Sean Spears' return has been awesome to see, it's either he wins here or, as David said, he's AEW indie bound. And I don't think the well, there you go. Then we'll use this on Saturday. I feel like the Joe Gacy character is not going to get properly appreciated in anywhere outside of the WWE bubble. So I think like he almost has to win. Whereas Sean doesn't. He doesn't have to necessarily win. So my official prediction on that is Joe Gacy picks up the much needed win here. The comments about Chase U, I don't think I disagree with necessarily either. I love Chase U. I enroll. I just don't know if it translates to the main roster. I think it's very much a studio wrestling, deal. And that's just one man's opinion, right? So anyway, all right, on to our main event. So happy that this is a thing. I just realized I screwed up. I think I just shared my own. Oopsie doodle. Okay, hang on. Let's get rid of that. We'll try that again. We are live, pal. There we go. That's what I wanted. Thank you. So the main event is not going to be for the championship. It's going to be a year in the making grudge match. Carmelo Hayes against Trick Williams. Man, I remember being so happy when I got to the stadium last year and heard that Carmelo had indeed become the new champion. And Trick was by his side. It was so awesome to see that and to find that out. And again, he came out, in the Lakers garb as he do. They were in LA last year. They were at the freaking Crypto.com arena, the old Staples Center. So, Lakers house. So it's pretty cool. But I feel like this has been one of the best told stories in NXT history. I do, and I'm glad they're getting that main event feel. So hopefully, this will be worthy of its placement. I am a fan of both of these guys. I'm looking forward to JJ doing the Booker T shtick with Trick's entrance. I did like that they didn't do that on Tuesday. I like that they kept it serious. I like that they kept it as straight as it needed to, because this is being billed as the biggest main event in NXT history, the biggest main event of the biggest stand deliver in history, and it needs to deliver. It needs to deliver. Yeah, I don't know if Melo has signed one way or the other. So I would love to see Melo on Monday. I really would. just to get that momentum, keep it going. You know, you do the job on the way out, and then you show up and make the Raw Mania worth something, right? So that is where I'm at for Stand Deliver. So I hope everybody got their shiz in. You know what, Josh? This is going to be an interesting take for a lot of people, especially the old school fans. There you go. That was money. As big as both of those matches were, and they were, there are more eyes on the NXT product, the WWE product, wrestling in general than there ever have been. And Ciampa himself said this match is the biggest in NXT history. So I feel it is. Much like what I'm going to talk about later with the Night 2 main event. I have a lot to say. And no, because I think Noah has a little bit of logic in it. Noah, as passionate as he is about the black and gold era, he also understands business at the end of the day. And the business has never been hotter across all avenues of WWE, including NXT. And this is going to be the most watched NXT premium event that there's ever been in all likelihood. So it is the biggest as a result. All right. Here we go. So WrestleMania, of course, starts Saturday. That's a valid point. Of course, we will have our coverage of Night 1 coming up. Where the bloody hell is this graphic? Jesus Christ. Fudge. I don't think I loaded it. I didn't load it. God damn it. All right. Well, Saturday morning at, yeah, it's right here. I can do it right here. Philly. Just silly. It's right here. There they. Oh, no, you turd. Stand by, folks. There we go. So, of course, we are going into what has been billed as the biggest WrestleMania of all time. Of course, we'll be live on Saturday with our coverage of Day 1, WrestleMania Saturday, and then, of course, our coverage of Day 2 coming up on Sunday. Both days, we're going to be all freaking day. We're going with the Slammies in the morning on Sunday with Stand Deliver on Saturday. So we're going to have a long weekend, no doubt about it. And I'm going to predict these based on the order they were presented. But before I do, and again, Stand Deliver's got a 15,000 seat arena, which I think the way it was set up will eclipse Crypto.com arena out here at LA, the old Staples Center. So I think, again, a lot of factors going into this weekend and the numbers and all the things. No, they are. They absolutely are. WWE hates me anyway, but they hate the West Coast too, appears like now. So before we go to the WrestleMania predictions, I am going to give the love one more time before we really hit this weekend stride to our buddy James and his family soon, very soon. This documentary will be released to the world, but here's just a little snippet of what to expect from the Gary Hebert documentary.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Gary Hebert, the man, the myth, the legend. I was amazed, and I was looking to become a better skater myself, and I wanted to be like Gary.
When you look at a guy like this, he's one of the most talented people in his profession. He's been given gifts by God.
It can get frustrating at times when you're trying things that, that maybe don't come as quickly to you as other things. And You never really felt that sense of frustration with Gary. It was always about improvement and positive reinforcement.
Was it really the end? Was that head injury really the end? God has called Gary to continue to be a blessing to others and to be a passionate example.
My name is Gary Hebert, and this is the World Academy of Hockey, otherwise known as the Inside Edge.
I would recommend anybody that have a chance to come to his hockey school. I think it'd be well worth it. It'd be rewarding to all the kids and anyone he coaches, from whether it's an adult, a professional player, to a little kid like a Mike or a Squirt.
Gary, from day one, has been instrumental to my hockey career. I started out as a potential Division III player, and Gary brought me single-handedly through high school and into a top Division I prospect. I owe it all to Gary, the biggest legend on and off ice there's ever been.
Listen, watch, learn, be confident, and have faith. Those are the answers I was brought to. Yet, I only now am really learning how truly important those 5 things are.
Through preparation, through appropriate thoughtfulness and thinking, we can learn to untie the typical knots between our ears that drive us into underachievement and underperformance. And lo and behold, we can learn things to fulfill our God-given potential.
Gary has the innate ability to make people not only better players, but better people. The life lessons they learn from Gary are incredible.
I can always remember leaving that rink knowing as a player I got better, or I had something to improve on to get better. And I think that's what you excelled on as a coach, is giving us the knowledge to know what we needed to do to get better.
There's coaches who know the game, but can you communicate and create passion in your kids and in your players? And Gary's able to do that.
Gary's got great knowledge and the great hands, but more importantly, his ability to connect with people and care for them. His communication skills, to me, really stand out, separate him, and that's why he's one of the best, in the world.
Gary's a legend. He's a special, special man.
Okay, I got a phone call. I need to take this phone call. So let me tag in JJ, I guess. If JJ's, I know it's late, but if JJ can come in very briefly to kind of hold pattern for me, so I can go address this call from the kiddo. It's his birthday still, so I want to make sure I get to it. Let me log you in here, JJ. And no, you're not in trouble, Josh. I take a phone call. So I do apologize, everybody, but the child is calling me. So what I'll do, I'll tell you what, y'all want to hash this shit out between Chase U and Lay Cool or Chase U and whoever, y'all fucking battle it out, like whatever. Here, Josh. There you go. Gary Moore. All right. I sound like the Mansfield too. Once he gets here, y'all can hash this shit out. I don't care. Y'all fight to the death. I don't care anymore. Oh,
he's too chicken.
No, it's his sister's bed. He can't be. Well, can you do audio, Josh? If you can do audio, come in.
He's just being chicken. It's all good. My woman is in bed.
Don't be a wussy boy. Don't be a wussy boy. Come on. No, okay. I'm being my dad. I'm being bad for it. But it's okay. Dylan, if you're watching, I'll be right there. Just wait. Obviously not watching. It wouldn't be from Colin, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's fair.
Anyway, so he said, James said at Walter's show today that he's hoping to release documentary no later than the weekend after Mania. So there you go. We got 1 weekend to go, people. If you've been watching this trailer, you have until hopefully next weekend. So Josh is not coming. All right. Give me like 3 minutes or even 4. That way I don't get a 3-minute warning from the Samoans. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. This was completely not planned. I have nothing to really talk about right now. So I will just address your guys' comments as they pop up in the chat room. I will not be able to put them on screen. I'm not in the producer's side of things. This is very last minute, very bargain basement, if you will. How excited is everybody for this weekend? I guess we'll just kind of start there. No need to hide, Mansfield. Come out wherever you are. Wish I had the dual bottles here. I could be like, Mansfield, come out and play. But I mean, we've got Super Card of Honor tomorrow. We've got the Hall of Fame tomorrow. We've got Stand and Deliver. We've got Night 1 of WrestleMania. We've got the Slammies. We've got Night 2 of WrestleMania. What are you guys most excited for? What match or matches are you most excited for? Talk to us. Oh, never mind, because he's back.
What happened?
I was just trying to get some engagement on from the crowd, and you popped back a lot quicker. So,
well, it was almost every plan for tomorrow, as far as people for him for his birthday, changed except one person. So he's like, "Can that person drive me?" I'm like,
"Got it."
You clear that with the driving folks. My ass is here.
For Emmanuel, I did not see the Bloodsport pay-per-view.
Yes,
I was out working. So.
Yeah.
And as far as some of the people in the chat room, I look forward to you crying to sleep in tears both nights when you still have to acknowledge our tribal chief.
We'll get there, brother. I'm gonna scorch the earth here in about 20 minutes.
Oh man, you should have seen Arlene on Noah's prediction show today. She was just like all up in the camera. I'm sorry, JJ, but like,
Jesus.
I'm like, damn, okay, girl. Like, at least let me get my popcorn before you start going off.
Hey, you know what though? If they're passionate, I'm here for it.
Oh,
like I'm all about it.
She was as passionate in her speech about those matches as Noah is for Ring of Honor, AEW, TNA. Like she brought that fire.
This is gonna be such a fun weekend, dude. I'm telling you. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Since you're here,
I was gonna say, why don't I lead the conversation? Be Noah, basically.
Okay, I can do that.
And you can go through the matches.
All right.
Let me see if I can find the list so that I can go off of the proposed order.
Well, we're doing that because I already had the graphics all lined up ready to go.
In that order, though?
No. I got them. I got the way they were announced. That they were announced on TV the other day.
Oh.
But okay. Wait, I have fuck up here. Hang on. Where'd you go? There he is. There we go. All right. But if you want to go in the order we went in, you went in on that list, and that's fine.
This is still the first match, regardless. So
okay, cool, perfect. Okay, even better. All right.
So throw that up there, good sir. So,
yes.
Mommy, the dominant women's champion for the better part of the last year, although she's defended it about as much as Roman Reigns defends his championship.
Valid.
Versus Becky Lynch, the man versus Mommy.
Yeah. Oh, well, here's where the earth scorches already. Because everybody seems like they want one or the other very passionately. There is no middle ground here.
Mm-hmm.
My argument is simply this. If I hadn't seen that match live last year with Rhea and Charlotte and how awesome it was, and then it's been a year of, okay, then I would pick Rhea, no doubt about it, because at the end of the day, Becky has fallen into the category of her again in the main event.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate because I do love Becky. I do.
I agree.
I think
I feel like Becky is starting to assume the role of Charlotte.
Yeah, and that's not what I want for Bex at all, because not a lot of people like Charlotte. I'm in the minority, and I acknowledge that, but I don't want that for Becky, because I love Becky. And I love her husband. I love them both to pieces. I do. Can't wait to read her book, honestly. So, and there's the, going around about her contract and whether it's, whatever. So, and again, to everybody in the chat room, I'm going to do this one time because most of you saying it fucking know better in here. Did Becky say that?
Did WWE say that?
Did WWE say it? No. So stop it. You guys know better. Golly. Especially the ones saying it now. You all know better.
Mm-hmm.
In my room. Like, knock that shit off.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, the main person saying it has been on 3 prediction streams the last 3 days and still didn't know there was a fucking stand and deliver kickoff match. So,
To be fair, I forgot to. That's my bad.
But he was in another stand and deliver stream.
Okay,
well,
still
didn't know.
I just CP. So I have my excuse. Mine's valid. Anyway. But by the same tone, I don't know if I want Rhea to retain because she's been champion for so long. It's been a year, and thank you for $5, Arlene. Appreciate you on that. Wherever it went, I appreciate it.
Looks like it either went to you or Greg because it doesn't have the little symbol next to its name.
Wait, again, as long as lesbians spread around, because I know her and her brother are good for that. So
yes, they are.
Yeah, see, I'm torn on this for all the wrong reasons. Like, I don't think Rhea should retain. She's been champion for a year, like something different. I don't think Becky should win it back. She's like, she's in this spot. Like, it just is hard to pick for the worst reasons. So it's one of those, you just toss a coin. If you toss a coin in the air, I land on Rhea retaining. So that's where I'm staying, is Rhea retaining.
See, I look at this a couple of different ways, and I already made my prediction on Simply Predicting.
Okay.
But Becky just had her book come out. She's
Fair.
doing autograph signings. She's doing press. She's doing talk shows. She's doing book signing tours.
Yeah.
Why not have her with the belt for some of that stuff?
Yeah, I thought that too.
But the flip side of that coin is this could be where we also finally pull the trigger and have Rhea turn babyface and Becky turn heel, and we have a WrestleMania 13 moment.
Which I'm okay with too.
And have Rhea retain.
Yeah.
Because she's already going to walk in getting cheered. Everybody loves Bommy.
They do.
And everybody is tired of Becky.
Yeah.
People groaned when she took the NXT women's title off of Tiffy Time.
Yeah. I know.
All just to become a Grand Slam champion.
And again, much like with Charlotte, much like with the other, like, it's not them, it's just they've been booked to death. Like, I've seen enough of Becky and even Charlotte. Charlotte at least is getting an unplanned 9 months off or whatever it's going to end up being because she's rehabbing like a freaking beast because she's crazy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a stat boy.
Yes.
But Mansfield's saying Becky hasn't held a main roster title since 2022. Was she not tag champions with Lita in 2023? Did they not walk into WrestleMania as the tag champs?
I do believe they did.
I'm wrong.
I do believe they did.
Did they not lose those titles to Damage Control?
In 2023, that is correct.
Okay, so
Josh's phrasing is incorrect, even if his information is.
You did not say that, Mansfield. You said a main roster title.
Hey! I'll be a dick. The tag champions are world titles.
And technically, Money in the Bank would be a title too if she had won that.
That's right. Main roster singles title is accurate. We're just going to pick on you, Josh, because you can't come on camera to fight back.
That's right.
Because I'm a dick today. I don't care. No.
And she was NXT champion, but that's not considered a world title, one, anymore.
Yeah.
And two, right. Josh said main roster, not NXT. NXT isn't main roster.
Even if she defended it on the main roster shows, which I believe she did, it's still not a main roster title. So, So yeah, going with the Noah approach, retaining or winning title, Rhea's retaining is what I'm officially going with. Just so Noah can have it in his books officially.
If we go off of the official match list or the rumored match list, next is going to be the tag title ladder match.
Okie doke.
And Noah is giving everybody 2 picks in this one.
Okay, good, because this is going to be. I don't think I need to, but I'll go ahead and take it if he's going to give it to me.
Primary pick gets you 2 points. Secondary pick is 1 point.
Okay. Well, I know in my heart that whoever wins, Judgment Day's losing. I have no doubt out of my mind whatsoever.
And remember the way they said the rules on Raw.
Right.
The match continues until both sets of straps have been pulled down.
Yeah.
So there's a bonus question on his form. Will the belts be separated?
I think the bonus question.
Same team grab both belts.
Right. I think the bonus question is a red herring. I think they want us to believe the belts are going to be separated, but why? This was a struggle to get teams on both brands to get this little mini tournament thing together. Like, why split the titles? Just get one set of belts. Like, I think it's a poor idea to split the titles because there's not enough of a tag roster on either side to make up a viable tag team roster. So,
see, I don't know if I agree with you there because there's a lot of tag teams right now. And just one set of titles, and especially if the champions are doing what the Judgment Day have been doing and staying to their one show, you screw an entire roster.
Okay.
New Catch Republic, A-Town Down Under, Pretty Deadly. None of those teams are getting legitimate shots because the titles primarily stay on Raw.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need to split the titles here. And I see Josh is stocked up on his chapstick to try to kiss some booty back here.
Well, but again, I just so here's, if I remember right, we got here with these 5 challenging teams based on triple threat matches across the board. Am I correct in that?
For Raw, for Raw, it was like 1-on-1 matches.
Okay.
SmackDown was a mini tournament.
Okay. So yes, there are teams, but I feel like this very much feels like our discussion about Alundra and Leilani Kai from WrestleMania 10.
Okay, people have no idea what we're talking about.
I know. I'm getting a little bit of foreshadowing for tomorrow. There's no story until like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. Like, they gave us nothing. It's like, oh shit, we need a tag title match. Do this. That's not plenty of teams. That's, oh, we fucked up. Let's fix this last minute. Throw everybody together. At least for me and my money. But and again, I'm looking at the tournament thing now. So it's like, okay, if there's enough teams, cool, split them up. As far as the winning teams, if they're going to split them up, I will pick Awesome Truth to be my secondary pick and one of the 2 sets of champions, however you want to call it. My primary pick is going to be A-Town Down Under.
Interesting. Okay.
These boys need something to do to back up their big mouths.
Agreed.
Like, I am high on both these guys, as I know you are.
Yes.
But what the has Austin Theory done for me since WrestleMania last year, where he beat John Cena? I'm not taking that away from the kid. But other than getting punked, and I mean just punked the hell out by The Rock, what the hell has this boy done for me since then?
That's fair. That's fair. However, there has been a rumor going around, and Josh kind of alluded to it, but not quite. There's been a rumor floating around that A-Town Down Under is going to end up being pulled from this match.
Okay.
He's saying Pretty Deadly may replace them. There's talk about contracts from other companies having ended.
Yeah.
It seems as if Daniel watched Simply Predicting the other day, because that was my number 2 choice.
Right.
My second pick was the Motor City Machine Guns.
I was going to say, and I will tell you
that they were at the thing today where Nick Khan was really kind of helps to seal that for me.
Dude, I will tell you this. You're going to be on commentary for us for WrestleMania, as you are for WWE anyway. I'm going to be on screen for this match. If that music hits or some sort of version of that music hits, you and I better be sitting here doing this right now, because we are the TNA boys, the old school TNA boys. Oh, it'd be awesome to see the Motor City Machine Guns on WWE television as the Motor City Machine Guns. Jesus H. Christ. All right, I'm not sure what homeboy with the pauses is doing, so he's going to go bye-bye.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe if I can make it happen. There it goes. Okay, bye. I'm in a Disney mood. I'm wearing my t-shirt. There you go. So, since we don't know about the machine guns, and I can't actually make them a prediction, I'm still sticking with. Okay. Okay. Well, if you did and it was on Noah's show and he allowed it, I guess I'll go with it. But I'm still not picking it. I'm still sticking with A-Town Down Under if they're in the match. If they're pulled from the match, then if they're pulled from the match, there's nothing I can do about my prediction until it happens.
Exactly.
So, I'll tell you what. A-Town Down Under spot is my primary pick. How about that?
Okay.
I'm covered across the bases. God damn it! And then Awesome Truth.
Okay.
There we go. That works.
The next match on the rumored order is Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Dude, I love me Pierce going. Your mommy's out of control. Get a handle on that, the Dom. That was great shit. It's like, Pierce, ball up, goddammit. You're a former world champion. Handle your shit. Throw fire in somebody's face, Adam. Come on, man. Anyway.
Treat Dom like his name was Colt Cabana. What?
That's right. Boom, boom. Face the fire. Boom, boom. Out forever. But anyway,
I'm sure, one Bill Phil would enjoy that.
I would too, but not for the same reasons as Phil would. Yeah. We're going to hell. All right. I'm going to agree with Josh in the chat room. Dom gets the win back from last year. He should have won last year, if I'm being real.
Agreed.
And Santos has he's lost all steam. He hasn't kind of thing. Like he's pulled to a full-on stop on the tracks. And it sucks. It just sucks because I'm so high on him. He was, and again, this is me personal bias stuff, but getting to meet him and reuniting with Joaquin Wild at the Sam Roberts podcast last year. I can't do the brand like anybody, like other people can, so I'm not gonna try it. But dude, I had hopes for him last year, and it's just ever since the return of Carlito and the split and the putting them with Humberto and Angel's like I like Humberto and Angel, but it's just they're Charles Wright pre-Godfather. It's like they're doing nothing for me. They're charisma black holes, these two. But Santos has it. Dom's over and Rover. Like that's probably why they put Santos with him, because Dom is getting the reaction. Dom can walk into a grocery store in San Diego and get the heat just because he's being such an asshole.
Dom got booed at his own wedding.
He did. Well, I'm sure he incited that, but yeah, it was still good shit to watch. Dom has been my favorite development of a character in the last 2 years in this company. Fight me. Like fucking fight me. So he should have won last year.
About it, like 2 years ago, before his heel turn, we were like, Dom should have gone to NXT. Dom doesn't belong on the main roster. Dom is horrible in the ring.
Yeah.
And now we're like, dude, Dominic's the fucking greatest thing that they've got going right now.
The minute he put that foot in Edge's groin and smacked his father around, it's like, ooh, we got something here.
Dare I say, he's almost a bigger heel than Roman Reigns.
You know?
Because Roman still gets that acknowledgement. He still gets that, NWO, like, you're the bad guy, but you're a cool bad guy.
Right? Dude, Josh, I'm not going to fight you. Just for the heat it would get, I'm not going to fight you on this. Can you imagine all these people Gunther's beat, all these great athletes, all these major matches, and Dom beats him? Holy fuck. Fasten the building down. It'll explode off of its foundations. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, do that. Please book that, Hunter. Please do that. But got to get to WrestleMania first. Got to get to WrestleMania first, and he and Santos are going to win.
Okay. I do want to address Marshall's comment. Dragon Lee shouldn't lose his first WrestleMania. Dragon Lee shouldn't be in this match. I love him, and I think that's what's going to cost them. Because did we all notice the look on Carlito's face when Ray introduced Dragon Lee to be his partner?
Yep.
And we all have said Carlito works better as a heel anyways.
Yep. I think Carlito's getting a little bit of that Santos feeling in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me. What do I know? Anyway. Dude. It would be unpredictable. It would be scorched earth. It would be like this week in interviews. Like everybody would be like lighting everything on fire.
Which will be discussed in an open mic night.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. And yeah, Emmanuel makes a great point. Santana, I don't think ever won at WrestleMania except the first year. Like, shit.
Good old Chico Santana.
And so I always forget about that till you're on with me. God bless Jesse Ventura for that. The thing is, I'm pretty sure Mr. WrestleMania has under 500 record WrestleMania himself.
Yes,
pretty sure.
He does.
So that ain't no thing.
Right, it ain't no thing. The next match in the rumored list is the brother fight, Jimmy versus Jay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh boy.
And I'm curious to hear your take on this because I have something that I'll say when you're done.
All right. We have all of us in this multiverse of media, all of the people on the team, all the people watching, the 105 people watching, I'm sure, have been just waiting for this.
Yeah. As Noah said, it's a battle of yeet versus no yeet.
And it's 15 years since the last. And I love how they keep saying real brothers fight at WrestleMania because I'm hearing Kane fought twice at WrestleMania. It's like, yeah, but it's not, they're not really, but yeah. 15 years since Matt and Jeff, 30 since Owen and Brett. And my God, do they have shit to live up to. Yeah. Right? Matt and Jeff, I don't think was as good as it could have been, but it was also on one of the most snake WrestleManias in history. Like that Mania just fell apart before it even had the pyro hit. It was such a rough day. Whereas Brett and Owen is still the best opener, not for a title in WrestleMania history. I will fight people to the fucking death on that one. I swear to God, I will.
It's definitely up there.
And it's just so wonderful that this is a spin-off of the Bloodline storyline, but it's still just as important as the Bloodline tag match, just as important as Roman versus Cody, because it's Jimmy and Jay. It's the foundation of the storyline. It is the brothers that have been together from the very beginning. And let's just call a spade here. It was that damn honorary oos that got between these two in the first place almost a year and a half ago. And what he did, and how he completely turned the blood and really put the first major crack in the foundation of the Bloodline, period. It's all Sammy.
Agreed.
And it has led us to this match in the City of Brotherly Love. Not lost on any of us. I knew it was coming. As far as predicting a winner, I have to tie it in to the rest of the weekend. I feel like if Jay wins, then we keep them apart because Jimmy will be bitter critter about it. Jimmy wins, and he goes to embrace Jay, and they come back together. That will indicate to me how the rest of the weekend will go in part. Because I think a United Usos is dangerous for the world champion in the American Nightmare. Very dangerous. With that said, I do feel that there is more long-term I had it and I lost it. Long-term not revenue, but son of a bitch. There's more long-term value. I'll use value because I can't think of the other word I was going to use in putting these guys back together. I love Jay. I think he's a great talent. He's over as hell. He's got everybody doing that yeet dance. He's almost had Pat McAfee break his back 5 or 6 times here lately because he can't do it for Nakamura anymore because Nakamura will kick him in the face or spit in his face or whatever. So, but I think that there's more value in putting them back together. So I think that Jimmy wins and Jay acknowledges Jimmy and they come back together.
Okay.
But it's going to be a hell of a damn match. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
So what was your
my logic is slightly different, but we have the same end result. I picked Jimmy as well, but I picked Jimmy for different reasons.
Okay.
If we look back in the annals, it was always the less popular brother that defeated the more popular brother.
Accurate.
When beat Brett, Matt beat Jeff.
Yep.
What does Jimmy have if he doesn't beat Jay?
Yeah.
What's to stop Roman from being completely done with Jimmy if he can't beat Jay?
Right.
There have been multiple scenes here lately where Roman has just looked like he is beyond done with Jimmy.
Yes.
If Jimmy loses, he's off the island of relevancy, I think.
Without a boat. Yeah.
Possibly crucified by his own baby brother, Solo.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So,
tomorrow should be interesting, too. Tomorrow should be interesting because Solo's facing Jay on SmackDown tomorrow. So I think a huge part of
Solo is winless in like his last 35 matches. Ever since he beat Cena, he hasn't won a goddamn match.
Is that goddamn? That's bullshit. So yeah, I think a win would be great for Solo because I love Solo, especially since he's not actually wrestling at WrestleMania. But I think a schmozzy finish does this match better service. I love Solo, but I think a schmoz finish does this match less of a disservice because then Jay has more of a. They're both motivated enough. They're going into Mania against each other. It's been building, but I don't think Jay losing the night before does this match any favors.
No.
For me. So schmozzy finish is okay, but do not have Jay beat Solo. Jesus Christ, especially if that many. No, don't do that.
All right.
Where are we at?
Next match is my most anticipated match of the weekend. Yep, there you go.
Let me tell me.
And again, we've got damage control here. Dakota Kai back in action. You got the Kabuki Warriors reunited here recently, tag team champions. And standing across them is a trifecta of women that I can only deem as black excellence.
Right.
You have as of January the former TNA Knockouts champion And as of May of last year, the former WWE Raw Women's Champion and the former AEW TBS Champion.
Yep.
You want to talk about a forbidden door. Nobody's talking about the fact that these women have all been champions in other companies just as recent as last year. They've mentioned Naomi, former Knockouts champion.
Yep.
They're not going to acknowledge AEW on the air, but they can get around it by saying that all three of these women have been champion in the last year.
Nope.
And nobody is acknowledging that.
Yep. I see the super chat to your channel. So
Appreciate
I'm
that,
surprised
Arlene. Thank you.
Roman isn't done with so many losses. You know what?
See, I made this point on Simply Predicting, not to cut you off. Solo's job isn't to win.
Nope.
Solo is the enforcer of the bloodline.
Yep.
As long as he can weaken the threat to the bloodline and to Roman in his title reign, doesn't matter if he wins or loses.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Solo's not paid to get W's. He's paid to cripple folks. He's paid to
Go ahead.
He's paid to take out invisible men who we might see on Sunday, Josh. Yes, I'm aware.
That's right.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm okay with seeing John in that context because Lord knows Cody's going to be outnumbered if the bloodline wins on Saturday. God damn it. Anyway.
And Josh, we don't count title reigns that were less than 5 minutes.
Oh, they're in the record books. So
it's in the record books, but I'm not counting that.
Okay. But yeah, he's not wrong statistically. How about that? As far as this match, I am here for this. You've got three people who have been champions across three companies in the last calendar year, or the last 12 months, I should say, because calendar year is January, December. You've got Damage Control, who has really needed to have a little damage control of themselves here lately. Luckily, Dakota's back at full tilt, ready to go. And I am a little disappointed we're not getting a tag title match out of the Kabukis, but I get it. Like, they need to. I prefer a strong program before a title match, personally. I'm all about the story. So, with that being said, it's not her debut match. It's her debut match outside of a battle royal. If they have her equity, that's what I was looking for. There is no equity in having Jade lose her pay-per-view non-Rumble debut. Period. Yeah. That's the end of that sentence for this match. Bianca's due for a win here also because she's been on for a while, and Naomi also is a little due for me anyway.
Yeah, I don't think Naomi has won anything since coming back.
I don't think she has either. So
Dattila talks about it all the time on her Rangers of Wrestling, how she's beyond upset at the way that they're treating her.
Yeah. If nothing else with Naomi, but by the way, official prediction before I get into my little mini rant here, the baby faces win. If nothing else, if this story with the bloodline does not finish at WrestleMania, Naomi's a bloodline in law. Turn this bitch heel. Pull the fucking trigger. Do something with her. Damn. I've been saying it for a year. More than that, actually. I was saying it before she left WWE. So that's what I think should happen. If whether they win or not, and they are, I think they're going to win. If the bloodline storyline continues beyond Sunday night, get her in that. They need a female in the bloodline just to have Roman have his walk expand. And I'm like, that's right, both genders. That's right, both brands. Fuck all y'all. I run this place. Saying. Especially if the Usos get back together.
That's fair. That's fair.
Just saying, man.
She can be part of the catalyst.
This is going to be a very indicative weekend for this entire family.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you. This is going to be make or break for the family.
And you mentioned, disappointment that the Kabukis aren't defending the titles.
Yeah.
I was going to pick the faces anyway. I mean, let's be fucking real with who's on that squad. But I think that's where we go from here. I think the faces win. And then we get two of them versus the Kabukis, either Raw after Mania or SmackDown after Mania. And we get new champions. Because Jade is just going to get better and better with more and more match experience.
Yep.
And pairing her with one of these two women that can work with her and do some of the heavy lifting while she progresses is just going to make her look better.
Yep. This is the only solution I will accept for the baby faces losing. Is if Tiffany gets involved and distracts Naomi or takes out Naomi herself, which leads to Naomi eating the pin, which then can very easily lead to frustration and going back to the family. And it gets Tiffany something to do, which I'm cool with that too. Again, this is the most unpredictable WrestleMania I've had the privilege to predict and call in years, and I'm fucking here for it, man.
Yes, sir.
And where are we at?
So, according to this, the semi-main event for night one, the Ring General Gunther defended the title against our lovable little Muppet.
This is the only other match that I'm like, damn, conflicted on personal reasons and conflicted on the result. I don't know where to go with this. But thankfully, the match order rumored helped me out with my thought process on this, because I think the projection earlier is accurate. I think Dominic should be the one to dethrone Gunther just to set the world ablaze. And I also think that Chad Gable's not involved just because. Here. He's not just training Sammy just to be that guy. I helped train the new champion. Fuck that. Fuck all of that. No. Sammy had one of I'm crying now thinking about it. That's how emotional it was for me. Sammy had one of the biggest moments of any of our lives last year, night one. I was there for it. It was unbelievable. And much like I don't think his old buddy's going to win, I don't think Sammy wins here either. I want it for him. I do, because I love. Everybody knows how much the two of us love Sammy. And there's just no way. We love this man so much. We're tentatively planning to move open mic night Saturday to open mic night happy hour the next day to be with this guy on May 11th, for what it's worth. I see your super chat, Emmanuel. I will get to it when it is appropriate, but thank you for the $2. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I think if in nothing else, I like Matthew's chat that Sammy will not be giving up in a submission hold, and Gable will throw him the towel, Owen Hart, Helen Hart style, and that's where we see the aftermath be Chad saying, you know what? Been nice for too long. It's time to get back to what I can do best. And then we get Chad and Sammy going into, Backlash or, whatever. So officially, the longest reign in the Intercontinental Championship history moves along after WrestleMania. Okay, here we go with the emotional shit. Let me go back the other way here. Okay. Oh, hell. Oh, boy. Let me just first say this sucks. I'm so conflicted in this match for so many goddamn reasons, and I'm not happy about it. Because I love all four of these guys.
I noticed that the graphic says the People's Champion, The Rock, not the final boss.
And this was a graphic they put up on Monday. So it's a recent graphic that I edited. And he and Rowan were sure being nice till the very, very end of their appearance on Foul Me the night. Damn. I think if we all want to get what we want on Sunday, the Bloodline has to win here. I want all the schmozzy. I want all the things. I want all the bells and whistles on Sunday. The only way to get the bells and whistles is if you have Roman and Rock win here. I want Austin. I want Cena. I want Dustin. I want all the things. I am Veruca fucking Salt. I want what I want and I want it now, damn it.
You want the Avengers to assemble.
I want the Avengers to by God assemble. That's right. So by that alone, the Bloodline wins here.
Yeah, I honestly don't think. And this isn't ego. This isn't, oh, I'm on the board. I can do what the fuck I want. I don't think The Rock agrees to this match and loses.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no money in that.
No.
There's money in him losing to Roman.
Yes.
There's no money in him losing to Seth and Cody.
No. And see, that's where Rock's comebacks have been good. You know, he came back after being gone for a year. He and Mick didn't need to beat Evolution. Evolution needed that win. And he came back after all those years. He needed to beat John the first year.
Yes, he did. I'm glad you kindly admit that.
Just let me get through this. Tickle me. By that same token, John winning the championship back was also so necessary. Because John was in a year of hell prior to that. And then John dropping to Daniel Bryan was just a thing of beauty and led to some beauty in and of itself. And I like the theory of Cody not taking the L and Roman getting the W, as Josh said, because Seth's the only guy in that entire reign. In this entire reign, he's been on 1,300 and something days that he did not actually pin or make submit. He lost by disqualification or won by disqualification, whatever it was, at the Rumble when Seth did the Shield entrance to mindfuck him. He beat Seth here. It sends Seth's trajectory into a tailspin too. And I don't mean the awesome Disney Afternoon cartoon because that damn it was a great cartoon. That's right. That's right. If you know, you know. If you don't, go do your homework, bros. And I know Josh will be like, what are you talking about? Go on Disney Plus. Damn it. It's on there now, I'm pretty sure. If not, it should be. Anyway, so my official pick is the Bloodline.
Okay.
So then we get into night 2.
Yes, and we get into night 2, and the rumored curtain jerker for night 2 is Drew McIntyre versus Seth freaking Rollins.
Well, that worked out nicely. Okay.
And yes, there's a question on the forum. Do we get a cash-in?
Yes. Yes, we do. Priest is going to out Seth. Except Seth was in the last match, and that's not going to happen here. Not only is he going to out Seth, he's going to win the title and just send Drew into orbit. Because then you get the chance for Drew to become champion in Scotland and make up for what happened the last time they went over there.
Mm-hmm.
So Priest leaves WrestleMania night 2 the world champion on the cash-in. And Seth gets obliterated in the process and is able to take time off and heal and get better. And since Mommy's going to retain, they can both go off and be better. And Becky can book tour. And they can be with Rue and do all the family things for a short.
I'm 100% with you there. You know, I don't know at what point it's going to happen in the match. Personally, I would prefer it if Drew wins it, thinks he has his moment, and gets
you know what? You know what? That's fair.
Because
that's fair.
This whole thing has been pissing and moaning about he won the title at WrestleMania with no fans.
Yep.
Okay, you won the title at WrestleMania with fans. And it's gone again.
Yeah. I will augment to that because that is what will send him into yeah.
And then he gets his comeuppance.
Yep.
In Glasgow at Clash
Yes.
at the Castle.
Yep.
No karaoke afterwards.
Right, please. Yeah, Seth gets so mad that he lays Drew out or whatever, and is just pissy about it, and then that's when we get the cash in. I'm here for that, every bit of that. So yeah, Drew wins the title. Not so much. Good call. I will gladly steal that and run with it.
All right. Up next, we're in Philly. Let's have a Philly street fight. It's the Final Testament and the Pride.
Oh boy. Okay. I like these guys. I even like AOP being back.
Yeah.
This will be the match where I hope I don't have to produce because I'm gonna go take a peek. I'm gonna go take Eliaki. If I'm being real, like I want so bad for Cross to get something tangible. I want Scarlett to do something, and I really want for Lashley and the Profits, but it's like it just feels like they've had this trigger loaded for months and months and months. And it feels like the gun's been jammed until now. So it's like, okay, you finally get your bullet off. Then what? Like, I get it. WrestleMania is supposed to be a big payoff day. What do these 9 people do after Sunday? What? Like, I need my Hogan. Okay, then what? That was always Hogan's biggest thing with the creative. Okay, yeah. But what happens after that? Where does this go? Where do any of these guys go unless they finally get behind the damn Pride and strap the tag title rocket to their asses? Will they do that? I don't have faith they will. I don't have faith they will. Same with AOP. Again, AOP is back supporting Cross. Great. What do they do after WrestleMania, win or lose? Don't put the belt off them again, on those guys again. Absolutely not. You know, Ellering, again, I'll make a prediction because I have to, because it's my job. I think a win only benefits the Pride. I think a loss hurts them way more than a win or a loss benefits or hurts the Final Testament. So I will pick the Pride to win just because they fucking need it more. But it will be my potty break for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely my bathroom break. I love the Profits.
Yeah.
But honestly, I could give a fuck all about anybody else in this match.
Yeah,
and that's only because of the way it's been booked.
Yes, exactly.
I do like Lashley.
Yeah.
But I don't care about the Pride.
No.
I like Cross, but I don't care about the Final Testament.
No.
Ooh, Paul Ellering's back. Great. Ooh, Scarlett's doing hot stuff.
Go back down to NXT and hang out with Shotzi and do that and wear less. Like, seriously. If they're not going to let her wrestle, just find a way to get an OnlyFans. I'll actually go on OnlyFans. Like, I that sounds shitty, but it's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? And BFAT being back is goddamn ridiculous. Like, no.
I feel, though, to your point, I feel like a loss hurts the Final Testament more, though.
Okay.
They have won nothing.
Right.
Karrion Kross has done fuck all since coming back.
Period. Like the whole year.
If the Final Testament loses, they may as well just release this entire stable. And they literally just brought back the AOP and Paul Ellering.
Yeah, seriously, Jay. How much buzz was around Cross and Scarlett when they were at Ric Flair's last match? We were popping for it. And they're back on TV, WWE a week later, whatever it was. And what have they done in 2 years? What have they done? Jack and shit.
Scarlett's done some good shit down in NXT for Halloween Havoc.
Okay,
but
right.
That's about all.
And they're still not letting her wrestle because they don't want her to get hurt because she's too damn valuable looking good. It's just such a clusterfuck. Like Safety said.
Yeah. And apparently some people can't look at the graphic to see that she's on the graphic. So, you know.
Yeah. She's not in the match, and I get that. But if you add her, then you got to add Scarlett. They don't want Scarlett wrestling. It's a 6-person, 6-man Philadelphia street fight.
Yep.
So if you add BFAB, you got to add Scarlett.
LeVar Burton taught me how to read.
Take a look. It's in the book. And if you know, you know. If you don't, again, go educate yourself.
So from here, we go to a match of two former Impact World Heavyweight Champions.
Yes.
One is a megastar. The other is simply phenomenal.
Oh, I'm only not as torn as I should be on this match because of the two people, both of which we've befriended, acquainted with over the years. Only one of them still remembers us. And that's kind of disappointing, if I'm being honest, but it's okay. I do have the utmost respect for AJ Styles. I always have. I always will. He is this generation's top 5, maybe top 3. He is just what he is billed as. He is phenomenal. But LA Knight is right there at the cusp of greatness. Losing to Roman Reigns when he did should have murdered his push. And it didn't. He's been the lone exception to that, to my knowledge. He beats AJ here. There is no stopping Shawn Ricker. None. And that's the difference. AJ wins, cool. Another big win for a legend. Shawn Ricker wins. He's world champion once Roman Reigns' reign ends. Period. Period. End of sentence. If Cody does emerge Sunday, which we'll get to later, Shawn's champion, LA Knight's champion by the end of the year. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. At very worst, SummerSlam next year. Because Shawn is still young enough and in good enough shape where if he stays healthy, he's got the world championship on his waist, on his shoulder, within a year and a half. And I know that's so long. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. You guys just have patience. Who's doing the comedy? Yeah, I know. I know exactly how long Shawn's been wrestling. I know exactly how long it's been. I know exactly how long JD and I have waited for him to be a world champion in WWE. I know how long it's been, okay? I'm willing to wait for it.
Y'all were in Hollywood, California, watching him and a version of Brian Cage that looks like he was eaten by this version of Brian Cage get managed to the ring by Percy Pringle, then y'all can shut up.
Yep. Yeah, that's just the way it is. You will never hear me say anything about Shawn Ricker. You will hear me if WWE botches LA Knight's booking. Because that's the only thing stopping him at this point.
Yep.
So your winner is our boy. Who are we talking about, Jay?
LA Knight.
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to everybody's favorite viral sensation.
Viral disease.
Viral sensation.
I said what I said. It's my show.
I'm hosting it. Sensation.
Wait a minute.
I have usurped the Noah role here.
Wait a goddamn minute here.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you can say what you want to say about Logan Paul, but
let's
just look at this little bit of logic.
Okay.
WrestleMania is the first pay-per-view in WWF, WWF, whatever you want to fucking call it, history that is going to have a center ring sponsor. And it is going to be this man's drink, Prime. Do you really think they're going to take the title off of him?
No, I don't.
All of that.
No, I don't.
And especially with the next of the big four being in his home of Cleveland.
Oh, I know.
Him being the poster boy.
Yep.
And then again, does Kevin Owens really need the United States title?
Not again.
Does Randy Orton really need the United States title?
Not again.
So,
by the way, you can pick up ZOA energy drink at your local retail establishment, some places, or you can pick it up online at ZOA. You can also pick it up on Amazon, which is where I get them from. So just throw that out.
I was going to say, you can't pick them up at any retail establishments over here. I try Vons, I try Stater Brothers, I try Walmart, Target. But you know what? I can find Prime at Dollar Tree. I can find Prime at every single store I go to. So maybe that guy is struggling a little bit worse than we thought he was, because you can't find his drink in stores.
Exactly. They can't keep it in stores. It's so good.
They have no spot on the shelves for it. There's not even a tag that says ZOA energy drink.
That's because the minute the boxes show up, they get bought and they get brought back out to the cars and they're gone.
Okay.
Acknowledge the final boss, damn you.
You know how much of a fan I am of The Rock.
I know.
But let's be real.
I'm just not a fan of Prime, if I'm being real. I tried a couple flavors. I'm like, yeah, okay. I have found what gets me my morning caffeine without having to load me up with it, because this is sugar free also. So I found a way to get my caffeine without loading me down with diabetes. So damn it, I'm sticking with it.
There you go.
And The Rock is The Rock, and damn it, The Rock needs every revenue stream possible because he's the final boss. He got fell this weekend, by the way. Anyway, where we at? My card. Oh, here we are. Oh shit. Dude, C4 straight nasty. I will shoot C4 out of the sky. That shit is gross.
What about the Stacker 2 energy or whatever that
needs
to do the wraps?
God. I finally tried that about a year into that promotion. Damn, I wanted to smack John when we saw him in Vegas. Like, what the fuck were you advertising? This shit's gross. Oh, I would have if I could have seen him.
How about we get back to predictions?
Oh yeah, WrestleMania is yeah. Carry on, sir.
So who you got here?
I'm trying to see. Oh yeah, we're doing predictions still. I gotta make a pick. Logan. Yeah, Randy and Kevin don't need this, and we're going to Cleveland with this guy on literally on the poster himself. So we gotta have him be champion at least till then. Especially with these damn Prime stickers in the middle of the ring. So yeah, Logan's gonna, whether I like the guy or not, one of them should win this spring and summer, because Jake Paul may get his ass handed to him by a very angry old man. So
Jake Paul may be dead after June.
I was going to say, if he doesn't get beat in the ring, he might bite your wheel. So we'll see. Anyway, carry on.
So the semi-main event is the Battle of Damage Control members.
Okay.
I told Noah a bonus question should be, do we get an Izzy sighting?
Right. God, I hope so.
Because she is in Philly.
I know.
WrestleCon as one of the vendors.
He is, man. Good for her. Talk about living the dream. Damn, man. Right?
This was her inspiration.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yep. So, mild spoiler for tomorrow. I don't think we're going to end up talking about Bailey tomorrow, if I remember our list right. So, but she's had some pretty damn good WrestleMania moments in her past. And I feel like her biggest one is yet to come, because as great as the match in Orlando was, where she retained, as cool as it was to see her retain at the pandemic WrestleMania, a win in front of this many people on the redemption trail, probably with Izzy there, if we're being honest. Even if she's just at ringside or like close and she can get within eye shot of the camera and get that moment. Yeah, Bailey winning is the moment. And granted, that means Damage Control loses the weekend. Oh well, they're bad guys. You gotta lose once in a while.
Yeah.
You know?
What I want to see is kind of what you said there. I want to see Bayley win. I want to see her walking around the ringside area, and she sees Izzy. And Izzy puts her arms out for a hug, and Bayley kind of hesitates.
Right.
And then she does it.
Yep.
And she embraces the hugger once again.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for that moment.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's got to go back to the side pony and the
Yeah.
wiggly guys. Not saying she's got to go back to all that. But if for that one moment we see Bayley hug Izzy, I think everybody will lose their shit.
And I will demand in that moment that the people making the cheesesteak stop cutting the onions. God damn it. Because they will be a thing. Okay, God help us. Here we go.
So, do we finally finish the story? Or with 160 something days being the number, do we get to my story and Roman pass Hogan? 40 years of WrestleMania, 40 years of Hogan and Hulkamania. Do we see that record get broken come September 13th of 2024? Or does the story finally end?
Oh, this is where the unpredictability of the show gets me sideways, because it's my job and I gotta have a gun to my head and make a decision. I think I've been clear of what I want. I wanted it last year when I was in the crowd. I wanted it when I was up at the top of that ramp, almost backstage where they had me sitting because of where I had to be, for what I was doing. And I still was vehemently mad when they hit the reset button and had it go this year. I still feel like we're in the dream season in Dallas, but they're telling the story differently, so I can't bitch all that much.
Right.
But at the end of the day, there's more equity. God damn it all. I hate this. There's more equity in Roman retaining. If they tell it right. Because here's where it gets tricky in my head. What heel on, we'll say Cody goes to SmackDown if he becomes champion because Drew or Priest will be on Raw. What heel on SmackDown has anywhere near the strength to be Cody's challenger? I don't see anybody on that show that has the viability to carry me to SummerSlam or even to Backlash and a title program with Roman right now. As much as Roman has built his empire, he's laid waste to it at the same time. And sorry, I didn't mean to block your face out there, Jay, but see, I'm torn between what I want and what I feel should be the thing. And it sucks. It's like my heart is such a formidable opponent to my wrestling booking brain. But by that same logic, who's left to go against Roman? Nobody. Unless they find a way to tweak the story. Either way, we have to find a way to rewrite history. We need to go back and once upon a time. You can't have these straight, okay, we had this finish, we're doing this. This is not, we're no longer under formula. This isn't a formulaic situation anymore. So I am going to allow my logic to outweigh my heart and say God help me, that Roman Reigns leaves WrestleMania as the champion. He's going to find a way. I want so bad for Cody to be the champion. I want so bad for Michelle and Cody to have that moment. I want so bad for Dustin to be there, like is rumored. I want so bad to see Steve Austin and John Cena, as is rumored. And we may still get all of that. But my official prediction as I sit here Friday morning for you East Coasters, Thursday night late for everybody else, is Roman Reigns retains the WWE Universal Championship. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I really go back and forth between this match and the Saturday main event because I think it would be so poetic if Cody and Seth got the victory on Saturday, making it have to be one-on-one, no bloodline interference, and then Roman smashes him anyways. And silences all the haters that say he always needs backup to win.
Yeah.
But on the same token, if we have bloodline rules, we can have the Avengers assemble. And just when you think Cody is about to win, bam, Seth lays him out.
Right.
I'll be your shield. Who pulled the trigger on Roman to end the shield?
That would be Seth Rollins. Yeah.
Saying, like, then you got Seth and Cody to get us through until Money in the Bank.
Yep. Yeah, people
right
forget
up where they left off with Hell in a Cell.
I say people forget there was a blood feud before Cody tore the pec off the bone.
Mm-hmm.
And don't think if Seth eats the L on Saturday, and don't think if Seth loses his championship that he's not going to go into that Avengers Assemble thing just with an axe to grind.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be all Cody's fault in that twisted mind of his. All it takes, Joker, is one bad day. And if you start end of night 1 and go 24 hours, that's night 2.
And especially if Becky loses 2.
Oh my God. Forget it.
Then you've got the Joker and Harley.
Mm-hmm. I'm not fucking with those two on any night, especially WrestleMania Sunday.
Yeah.
Those two is crazy. Exactly. He's a sympathetic baby face. Whether we think he's an idiot or not, Seth lays him out. It's I told you so. Then we get back to the feud. It's almost like it's written right there in front of us. We just got invisible ink to try to rub out and actually rub out. That's really bad out of context to make reappear. Just we got the Acme ink, Jay from Roger Rabbit.
I know what you're talking about.
There's
people in the room that may be too young for that, but you know.
Yeah, that's valid.
Because we know there's people in the room that watch our channels and our shows and don't seem to pay attention to the fact that we continually say Cody will still beat Roman, just not on this night.
Yep.
Like
Cody
I said to Noah on Tuesday, the best stories have 3 acts.
Mm-hmm.
The best film series come in trilogies. This is only round 2.
It is not.
And to the person that I just addressed, I'm not addressing you again until you super chat.
Oh, okay. Cool. Works for me. Oh, I pissed Arlene off.
Oh
see what she
yeah,
said.
like I said, she's passionate about this one, bro.
Excuse me, Jeff. Oh, no, go back. Excuse me, Jeff. It's not Cody's fault for Seth losing. He was the one who inserted. Hey, I agree. But a villain has to believe he is right in what he's doing, or he's not an effective villain. Do.
Yep. That's part of what made Anakin's transition to Darth Vader so beautiful. All he wanted to do was to prevent the love of his life from dying. He was willing to do anything that it took to keep her from dying.
And what
And
happens?
she still ended up dying from a broken heart, more so from anything else.
What happens to turn a villain? They get in their own way. Seth is getting his own way. He did not have to get involved in this at all. He should have stayed focused on Drew. He should have retained his title. He should have had his head on a swivel for Priest. But no, he lost his focus.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I think Cody is going to fall too. He has taken his eyes off of the ball.
Right.
Cody was supposed to be focused on Roman, and he focused on Rock.
Yep. They've both taken their eyes off of the ultimate prize. Okay, wait. Now we're invoking real world shit in the chat. So wait a minute, what are we doing here? Wait a minute. The Avengers assembled. They whooped that ass at the end.
Damn right.
But she's right. After Endgame, what have they done? Now we got a Spideyverse instead to keep us sustained. So she's not wrong, but mixing real world logic with wrestling storyline logic is a dangerous game because then you get your eyes all crossed. All right. So and Daniel with the line of the night, we're going to leave it at that and get into the shills. I guess we'll just see over the weekend. There you go, brother. And that's what's great. Again, we don't know. We got no freaking idea for real.
No.
So it makes it great. All right. So 2 personal shills, and then we'll get into the good shit. Although what I'm feeling is good shit too.
All right, here we go.
Found out not only is our friend of the channel, Ariel Belvalere, have a solo show of her own material at the Bourbon Room where she was the other night, where she was writing musical. She's on the main stage Tuesday night.
Ooh.
I got the RSVP, so I will be there front and center as I should be for my pal. So if you're in Hollywood, if you will, where the hell's the banners? God darn it. All right. Tuesday night, April 9th, doors at 7, show is at 8, Ariel's on at 10:15. This is like a big showcase. A bunch of different people are going to be part of this. So I definitely encourage everybody to come on out and support Ariel, please. Also, nobody cares about this but me, but I don't give a shit. Fantasmic's back on May 24th. I'm live streaming it to my Meach's Disney Fix group. Hit me up on Facebook. Let me know. We'll show you the shit. It's going to be good shit. Okay. Dude, I have been talking with people I know that work at Pyro, that work at different parts of the parks. If I'm disappointed, it's my own damn fault. Put it that way. Okay. Tomorrow.
Yes.
If the Weeks Are Gonna Die tour is in full effect, tomorrow's going to be the day that might just kill us straight up. We got 4 streams tomorrow alone.
Yeah,
Plus, you're 2 in the morning.
Nope. Yeah. My how many? I don't do For the Love of Wrestling in the morning.
Sorry. I forgot it's Friday. I'm sorry. I forgot you don't do it. Sorry, Friday. So you got 1 in the morning before we even get going on this shit. So
yes, and I get to get up at 6:30 in the morning to take the kids to school.
Oh, that's good. It's Friday. Hello, Friday. We gonna die today.
Get up at 6:30. Take the kids to school. Go from drop off at school to my daughter's mom's house to your sister's house. I get my hair cut and I help for an hour or so for some birthday party decor.
Right.
Told her I have to leave there by 10:30 so I can be here in time for my show at 11.
Yep.
Have my show at 11, and then everything else starts. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, just
4 o'clock. Yeah, it's boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Like I said, this is going to be the day that if any day, one day of this whole We Skin Die Tour kills us, it will be tomorrow. It'll be a thing.
I don't know. I would say it would be Saturday. And maybe more so for me than for you, because Saturday is Stand and Deliver at 8 o'clock for us, 11 o'clock for the East Coasters. As soon as I get off the air with that, I have to go to a birthday party for a 7-year-old.
This is valid, yes.
I have to make a cameo, at least. I promised I'd make an appearance.
Yes.
Teresa completely understands the situation. She knows what the weekend is. She gets it. But I told her I would at least make a cameo, so I'm hoping that we will be off the air by 12:30 our time, so that I am there by 1 when the party starts. And I've told them I need to leave there by 3 so that I can be back here by 3:30 for the 4 o'clock main show.
All right. So,
with all that, open mic night after all that,
which we're going to try to keep short. Hopefully we'll only have one main topic, and everybody knows what we're talking about, right, Phil? Come on, Phil, scorch the fuck. Anyway, here we go. Enough bullshit. All right. Tomorrow, after JJ's review of Ladies and Gentlemen, My Name is Paul Heyman.
God, I have to finish editing.
Dude, that documentary is 10 years old. It still is a badass documentary. I love that shit to pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. After all that, 12 o'clock noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, whoever's going to be part of this will be live with Noah Foster, simply predicting Supercard of Honor, which will take place tomorrow night, of course. Get rid of that thing too, so we can just get all the graphics in place. Tomorrow, immediately following predicting Supercard of Honor, immediately preceding Supercard of Honor, will be JJ and I and the dads, Not Always on Wrestling, in our top 10 of the WrestleMania Women's Championship matches. Now, what does that mean, Jeff? That means every Women's Championship match in 40 years WrestleMania, including tags, including triple threats, including other titles. Every match that has been female-centric and contested for a title is up for contention, is what that means, boys and girls.
And every championship in the WWF's history has been defended at Mania.
At least once.
Championship, the Divas Championship, the Raw Women's, the SmackDown Women's, the Women's Tag, even the NXT Women's Championship has been defended at WrestleMania.
So every women's championship in the 40-year history of WrestleMania, they've been defended, and all those matches are up for contention. And there is a post that looks very much like this on my social media pages that has been very lightly commented on. Throw me a bone there. Throw us a bone. It's both our shows. We want stuff that we're talking about and just go, this is number 10. This is number 9. No, what do you guys think has been the greatest women's championship matches in WrestleMania history? Let us know tomorrow. Well, let us know before tomorrow so we actually talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, I know Noah responded.
He did. Mansfield did. Walter did.
As another major purveyor of women's wrestling,
yes,
I figured Noah would get involved.
And I will tell you all this as another teaser. He and I fought damn near to the death over a couple of these.
Mm-hmm.
Like it got not heated, but definitely intense.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one thing I fight about in wrestling besides Hulk Hogan, it is women's wrestling. And by God, I fought until I was biting through my lip. So there is that. Now, after dads, of course, watch along number 2. Supercard of Honor from Ring of Honor. 7 matches now booked because the Infantry did their thing tonight. Well, it was taped before, but it happened tonight. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. According to Peacock, this is going live at 7 on the button, 10 p.m. Eastern. So we will be live as well. WWE Hall of Fame 2024. I mean, as much as we bitch about, oh God, who's left at this point? They put together a damn good class this year, my friend.
Yep.
Got the U.S.
Let's be real. 7 o'clock is going to be arrivals,
Oh, sure.
red carpet, people making their way to their seats.
Yes.
If we're being real, the main attraction probably won't start until 8 o'clock.
Very
11
likely.
o'clock Eastern.
Right.
So don't feel like any of our viewers have to rush from
No.
Supercard of Honor.
No, please don't.
But if Reign of Honor is not your thing, feel free to come over because I will probably be flying solo for the opening of this.
Yes. But yeah, Bull Nakano, the U.S. Express, Thunderbolt Patterson, Leah Maivia, the greatest Muhammad Ali, and the man JJ's talking about documentary tomorrow, Paul Heyman, in Philadelphia, no less, inducted by the tribal chief. Leah Maivia inducted by her grandson. Like, they should bookend the show, if I'm being 100% honest. Start the Hall of Fame with that big, if you smell, and just have it, and just go from there, brother. That's what I would do.
It's not a bad
Saturday.
Not a bad call there.
Every once in a while, I get it going off, you know? Every once.
And who inducts Thunderbolt? Cody?
I would do that. I would do
Dustin?
that. I wouldn't reveal Dustin until Sunday. I wouldn't do that till Sunday, honestly.
That's fair.
Just because if he's there, then people know, right? Hell, have Michelle do it if she's there. We know she's going to be there Sunday for sure, so she's not a surprise. But, yeah. Hell, anybody from Rhodes family would be all right with me at this point. Hell, bring out Dakota. Why not? Anyway, Saturday morning, we're going live at 8/11. The graphics wrong. I fix before tomorrow, I promise. With our pre-show anyway. Stand and Deliver, it's been touted as the biggest NXT Stand and Deliver in history, the biggest NXT WrestleMania weekend show in history. It's hard to argue. I was predicting it earlier. So happy for Mello and Trick. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. So happy for them. Oh, for real. That'll be at, again, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific. Get a little bit of a break. Just a smidgen. Because at 5 p.m.
make a cameo.
Right. That's it. We are strictly going off air, so my other niece can get a little bit of Renegade loving for her birthday because Uncle Jeff's not coming, and I really want to be there, but they make the money. Sorry.
I was gonna say, even though if we're being real, she loves you way more than she loves me. She tolerates you. She loves you.
I know she does. I called her yesterday on the way to the game. By the way, I do not recommend calling nobody for a birthday wish at 7 years old, going through that corridor where you get on the 5 to the 110, trying to get through that traffic. Bad idea. Traffic sucks. Signal sucks. Nope. Bad idea. Anyway, 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. WrestleMania is finally here. Can't believe this is a thing. It's going to be so great. Open mic night afterwards, of course. This is the reason I created this graphic. It's this friggin' day right here, because I doubt we'll be done at 11 p.m. Eastern on WrestleMania day, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. All right, here's where WWE hates us. 7 a.m. Sunday morning. After signing off at midnight, I'm sure. The Slammies are back. And you know what? I love me the Slammies. I do. I really do. We even got a little bit of a Slammy moment the other night, open mic night. So why not carry on the tradition, my friends?
Here's my question about the Slammies.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know if you know. I don't know if you have any speculation. And Emmanuel did remind us not to forget his super chat.
I am going to the comments right now because I did forget, to be honest with you. So,
with the Slammies taking place at the World, which is basically a big ol' access event, if we're being real, to put it in terms that other people may know.
Yes.
Salud. The Slammies run from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock, or considering it's a fan event that takes place all day, pretty much up until WrestleMania, do they spread the awards out?
Oh God, I hope not.
Do they give away an award at 8 o'clock, an award away at 8:30, an award away at 9 o'clock?
What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me?
This is something I have thought about. I am hoping they don't do it
Me too.
But if you're inside of a convention hall and you want to bring attention to something periodically throughout the day, you string stuff like that across. That way you can maybe try to thin out some of the lines for the superstars by, hey, come to the stage. This person's about to come and get an award. We're doing this now.
Oh my God.
It's a very real possibility. I'm hoping they don't do that because that means we'd be on the air for like 7 hours before we go to...
All right. I'm calling this audible right here and now. It's almost 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock for you East Coast kids. If they do it that way.
Which thank you guys for being up this late with us.
We love you guys for that. All 115 of you. You guys are crazy like we are. And you're our people. One of us. If they do it that way, we will also do it that way. And we will pop in for awards because I ain't about to be doing that shit all day. That's crazy. All right. Before we get to the plug for Sunday night, because we're going to talk about Sunday night. Super chat. Thank you, Emmanuel. Does MJF make his WrestleMania debut during Cody's match? No. I want so bad for Max to be there. I do. But it is my understanding he's still in the AEW bubble. Now, I don't know that for sure. I'm not that insider like I think I am. I think I'm hot shit, and it's not the case. If he is indeed no longer under contract, no longer talking to AEW, if I'm MJF and I saw that interview with Punk on Monday, I'm talking to Nick Khan this week. Hey, got room for me Sunday? Hey, you want me to be the fly in the ointment and help Roman's reign continue? So does he make his debut? I officially don't think so, but I'm not rolling it out. And that was the worst cop-out answer I ever gave, but I'm going with it. It's late as fuck and I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm just going to flat out say no.
Okay, that's fair.
I think if Max was going to make a debut with WWE, it would be a surprise entry in the Rumble.
To answer your non-super chat, Kathy Kelly should get all the awards ever. We love us some Kathy Kelly here on this channel. All right, plugs. There we go. Of course, WrestleMania is Sunday. WrestleMania is Sunday. It's night 2. 5 p.m. again Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Hopefully not directly after this language. Hopefully get a break. But now that somebody's put it at me ether, and of course, the Raw after Mania, Monday, April 8th, following Meach's Musings' permanent return to Mondays because you all got to talk wrestling canceled because you all suck. So, one final thing, and I think JJ,
that day you can actually hype for the Love of Wrestling because that's on Mondays. It's just not on.
That's right. One final thing that, if anything, JJ was okay with me stretching the show out here longer. It's for this. I can't believe it has been this long, but 16 years ago today, my life changed forever. The picture you're going to see from tonight is of the unintentional shenanigans I caused because they brought this boy a birthday dish of green ice cream at this Korean barbecue place. And I did not know they was going to do that to this child. So, Lord, I apologize, but happy birthday, Dylan, to my boy. In that Oilers jersey, I'm going to kick my brother's ass for that shit. But
yeah, I was going to say, why is he not wearing a Kings jersey?
Just to be contrary, because he knows I hate it. But happy birthday, Dylan. It's like I said, 16 years. It's mind-boggling to me that your existence and the existence of Talk Wrestling are literally 2 weeks apart. It's crazy. As far as conception, let me be clear on the anatomy of things here. I have said for many years that the Kings winning the Stanley Cup for the first time and me being able to be there is the second greatest day of my life. It is only because of that boy's birth on April 4th, 2008. Right after I got home from WrestleMania with my dad in Orlando and seeing Ric Flair's final match and seeing The Undertaker and Edge main event at WrestleMania. I will tell you what, I have had the opportunity in this last year to have really 4 things that really define my greatest. Been a father for 16 years now. Got to go to WrestleMania just down the freeway, which I never thought would be possible because they kept booking it in fucking Anaheim. I got to be a Disney cast member for a year. And I've seen my Kings win the Cup in my lifetime. So we get to Monday night. Lightning hits this thing. Good. And that's, again, because of you guys out there. It's because of this guy. It's because of everybody that watches, everybody that helps keep this train rolling. I try to downplay the importance of this weekend in my mind on the way here. But now that it's here, it's so crucial to my mental makeup that WrestleMania is part of my existence. On this level.
I agree. When she got home from work today, me and Cece had to sit down in the room for a little bit. First time we've really been able to have a one-on-one for a minute because there's just such chaos in this house. But we were able to have a nice little one-on-one for about a good half hour or so and, talked about random things, but towards the end talked about that and just like, I know it's been a stream every night this week since Tuesday.
Yeah.
But tomorrow's when things really get kicked into overdrive.
Yeah. Yep.
Told her about the early mornings for Saturday and Sunday. Told her my plan as far as the birthday party because they're figuring to head over there like 11 o'clock.
Oh, shit.
To help with setup and stuff.
Right.
So just, they say happy wife, happy life, and we haven't gotten to that point yet, but still, gotta keep her knowledgeable and happy. And she understands the importance of this weekend. She's a casual fan.
Yep.
Every now and again, when she's walking through the room, she'll stop and see what's on the TV, see if it's somebody she knows. She'll watch for a moment, and she'll leave.
Yep.
But she gets it. She knows that this is our Super Bowl.
Yep.
She knows the level of everything. So
absolutely.
And I mean, not only do I get to call Jade Cargill's WrestleMania debut, I get to call The Rock at WrestleMania, bro.
Right. There is some stuff happening in these last 4 years since the world turned upside down, and I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna let this shit derail what I'm doing. And coming on here, it's been really cool. Some of the opportunities that mainly this company, for being honest, but wrestling world has provided me and us.
I called Jordan Grace in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I called Sting winning his final championship in professional wrestling.
Yep.
As well as his final match.
Yeah.
And I get to call The Rock at WrestleMania.
And you were on
and we're
screen
only
in
in the first 4 months.
Yeah. 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 That's just this year, kids. First quarter. I know people accuse me of hobbing his knob, but man, Conrad was on point. This is going to be the biggest year in wrestling in a generation. At least. And it really kicks into gear tomorrow. So we're going to go memes now, boys and girls. Hopefully. But.
Oh, and I called Mercedes Monet's debut in AEW.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Just to try to even things out a little bit, make it seem like we're not just so one-sided.
No, and Again, we'll talk more about AEW and their business, quote, quote, Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
But for now, we send those of you that are still with us, all 111 of you, off to slumberland with a thank you and appreciation, and for the Renegade, for everybody in the chat room, for everybody watching, for everybody that has participated all week long with our shit. We've
For the
only
entire
just
staff of the multiverse.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You
If you're
guys,
not seeing them now, you'll see them at some point this weekend.
and I'll tell you what, big ups to Walter and James for calling their first show together, and the Bloodsport show, great show. Josh Barnett has done it again. GCW has done it again. So props to those guys. But we'll see if Ring of Honor and NXT and WWE can follow suit. It's going to be a fun attempt by all parties involved. So until tomorrow morning, he's the Renegade. I'm the Meach. We'll see you then.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.